I'm here. The Doug Rice Show. The Doug Rice Show. I'm just joking. Good evening. No? Okay. Well, how about what's up? How's everybody doing? Oh, you know what? It's over here. Look. I'll show you. Don't mind getting it. It's right there. Oh, that was embarrassing. How you doing, everybody? What's up? Doug Rice. Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. How is everybody this evening? Yes, a skosh late. Well, let me tell you what I was doing. As you may or may not know, I was forced to update the old computer, the Asus. And as you know, I fly about the country, usually every day. I own several different planes, Cessnas, jets. I fly everywhere. I love Africa, nice long flights. Sometimes I go over Australia just for hours. I listen to some really cool music. I never run out of fuel. Sometimes I stop mid-flight. Doesn't matter how high up I am. But I can take a drone and I can just travel anywhere on the planet and take close looks at hidden things. Oh yes! The award-winning Microsoft Flight Simulator. Game of the year. $59.99. It tells a tale. I swear to God. If you just look at the wealth. Baby, Hebrews. It's an insult. All right, good evening. It is whatever damn time it is over there. I think it says 6:10. 6:10, and no, I didn't shave. Listen to me, I'm not going to be pretentious. I'll shave when the fuck I feel like it. Whoop, there goes monetizing. And so, I just want to let you know, a little late. Nothing is predictable here. I am not going to be typical. I'm not going to be predictable. You're not going to be able to just, because at that point, I will become like everyone else. All right, so I have some gems this evening. If my voice can keep up, folks, let me tell you something. Black news on the internet is the gift that keeps on giving. When it comes to avoiding caucasity, when it comes to doing the very things that cause us the very harm that I am asking every one of us to avoid. Those things. The reasons for why I say the things I say are embedded in two search terms. Black news. Okay, so. All right, so, I don't know. I got a few tabs open. I got choices. I like the way my new setup is now. You can't really see my choices, which is cool. But first, let's say hello to the studio audience. And you don't even get to see that anymore, which is cool as well. I get to do that off camera as well, which is kind of cool. All right, so how's everybody doing? Denise Cummins, listening. Gotcha. D-Boss, 71. Hey, did it again. You fooled us. It was my fault. I want to be able to fly. I was downloading that large program, the Flight Simulator. That's the reason I'm late. I did not know that it would take all day and then continue into my time with you. And so I apologize. Because that was just wrong. I can admit that. All right. Hope a booger's not out there. All right. So, a lot of news today, folks. A lot of news. How's everybody? Shalom, Arthur, D. Lee, what up? Courtney, all you folks. Antoine, thank you. Silver level supporter Antoine Johnson in the house. Thank you. So, did this happen today? Y'all look at this. Did this happen today? I need to know. Was an off-duty cop who fatally shot a black man identified in North Carolina, Shooting in Fayetteville quickly sparked an uproar after police suggested the man who was killed had jumped on the off-duty cop's car. Well, now I'm not one to jump to conclusions. I will say this. Don't test them. I don't know what we think we're doing. Listen, there's not going to be any more feeling sorry for shit anymore. It's not going to happen. I'm done with that shit. Listen, you don't know how to fucking act? Listen, don't jump on their fucking cars. Don't interact with these people. Don't expect to be treated in any way other than that which may end your existence. Like, immediately. Don't test the damned waters. You will drown. I'm not saying the brother jumped on anybody's car, but if witnesses concur that that is what happened, well, then you don't do that. You don't do that. Listen to me. Police are in one direction. You be sure to go in another. If they hail you, stop in your tracks, grab a recording device, and begin to recite, "I don't answer questions," over and over and over. Whatever your interaction, if unavoidable, please, if you happen to come into contact with a slave catcher. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, Hebrews, just quickly make peace with your maker. There's no guarantee you'll get out of the interaction alive. So why chance it? And for God's sakes, why jump on anybody's goddamned police car? Don't do that. Okay. Thank you for tuning in to the Doug Rice Show. I am, in fact, Doug Rice, the one and only. I don't know why. Listen to me. It came to me. It hit me. Doug Rice, the one and only. I should have kept it simple. The Doug Rice Show. I didn't. I'm an idiot. But if you like my efforts, if you like what you hear, if you like what you see, if you like what I'm reading, please show your support. Also, welcome to the audience, ladies and gentlemen. My new moderator, Detrina. How you doing? You go ahead and say hello. Go ahead. Take the floor. Go ahead, Detrina. Take the floor. I'll take some coffee. We good? Okay, good. That was quick. Detrina is the moderator. She will do whatever moderators do, and that is something I'm not certain of because I have not looked it up. I only know that I needed one. And now I have one. Detrina, in the audience, say hello. Tina Ray, moderator, The Doug Rice Show, everywhere The Doug Rice Show is. Well, maybe when I can pay her, that'll happen. Right now, okay. So what's up, man? You jump on an off-duty. I mean, you jump on anybody's car. You can. What are you doing? Listen to me, brothers and sisters, Hebrews. Get the fuck small. What the fuck are you doing? Stay out of traffic. Stay in your homes. Have you lost your mind? They're talking about shooting each other. No. Listen to me. Now is not the time. Don't test the waters. Okay? You understand? Listen now. I know you want to act out. You feel the freedom. You feel the release of captivity. I understand. Don't let it get to your fucking heads. You keep your heads about you. You maintain proper distance from slave catchers and any who might assume the role thereof, which means everybody, because you understand, everyone that is not us takes it upon themselves to police us, except us. We don't police ourselves. What the fuck is going on? It's like everybody got free reign to do what the fuck they want to Negroes. Isn't that fun? And what's interesting, they come to this country knowing that. What's interesting, they are in this country knowing that. What's interesting is they are born in this country, raised knowing that. Oh, yes! Yes, everyone that is not a Negro can police Negroes. Still grinning? Still grinning? What's wrong? Don't get in your fucking feelings. Don't get in your fucking feelings now. It's not the time. Now! let us continue. I hope everyone is enjoying themselves. Let me continue with my shout-outs. Make sure I get everybody. I don't want to miss anybody. Okay. We got Antoine. Of course, I cannot miss you. Supporter, silver level. Candy Girl. Antoine, remind me to send you a couple of PDFs that will blow your mind. In fact, my moderator will remind me to send you, get your email address. I'm going to give you some silver level support information that's going to just blow your mind. You're going to wonder why I gave you this information. You're going to ask me why I'm changing lives. And I'm going to tell you I have no fucking idea. I just want to give you a couple of PDFs. Thanks for the silver support. Okay, here's the next article. All right, so I thought this was interesting. Now listen, at first, it caught me. I was wondering. I thought. I said. I wondered. I said, man, what you doing? You want to give him something to talk about. Why are you doing? And then naming his brother to a key New York Police Department post is the latest unforced error by New York City Mayor Eric Adams. Now, the opinion. The appointment of Bernard Adams raises larger questions for New Yorkers about what the weeks, months, and years ahead would look like under an Adams administration. Well, folks, I gave that some thought. I let it roll about the cerebral cortex. And then I accessed that memory bank that went back to about 1960. One man elected president of the United States. He then appointed his brother as Attorney General. It seemed to work out okay for a while. Circumstances were they were, but I can't imagine having that much criticism against the mayor of New York doing something that John Kennedy did. He took flack, but it didn't get undone. I say let him do what the fuck he wants. He's up there. Why? What? You mad? My God. You mad? Is an unforced error to repeat history? I'm sorry. Oh. When a brother does it, it's an unforced error. When Kennedy does it, it's just another day in the freaking Democratic bars. I'm just spitballing. I know. Am I nitpicking? Fuck no. Kennedy did it. Pointed his brother. I don't care. Get something done. You're a part of this shit. I mean, you want to further this bullshit, Mayor Eric Adams. You've thrown your hat into the ring of caucasity. Let it ride. So yeah, I ain't gonna fault him. Shit. Haven't we proved it? Anything they can do, we can do worse. Oh, I'm sorry. You did that? Did you drop your coffee on that? Okay, yeah. Go ahead and get another cup while I go to the next thing. I could read it. I mean, what are they going to do? They're going to criticize him, but then nobody's going to parallel. And if they do, I don't care. I mean, what are you doing? Anything that you can, first, what is it? It's not even the first black mayor. Dinkins, first black mayor. This guy's a black, he's kind of, he looked like he could be difficult. I've seen him. But he's backing this shit. And Hebrews, I mean, I look at this casually and in passing. Another one of us that has swallowed the Kool-Aid whole. Actually does not believe that these folks will turn on him in a heartbeat and just rip into shreds. But, I mean, let him have his fantasy. Whatever. I wish him well. He can appoint his cousins to anywhere he wants. He can appoint his brothers, cousins, mama. I don't give a fuck. Let him be. Doug Rice! That was loud. All right. Next. It didn't do what it needed to do. It was an article. It was that. All right. So, here's something I found. And now I can choose without you seeing, which is interesting too. Here's another one I found interesting. I think all of you may find this interesting. If you don't think the hatred is real, what's up, D? Arthur Bacon, Tina Ray, how y'all doing? If you don't think the I hope I got my metaphor. Okay, if you don't think the hate is real, if you really don't think it's real, take a look at this one. Shalom, Musco Miller. This one kind of hit me. So Whole Foods says Black Lives Matter mask ban is protected by First Amendment. Yeah, you read that right. You read that right. So I want everybody to keep in mind symbolism. I want everybody to keep in mind triggers. I want everybody to keep in mind the fact that white guy in an experiment sometime ago, in an effort to prove that racism was alive and well. Everybody saw this video. I know you did, because I told you to watch it. But a non-discriminate white guy in Jerkwater, USA, in fucking, fossil from the 50s, fucktard USA, somewhere in West Virginia, backwater, crazy looking town of just straight rednecks that don't have a problem. Just does find that N-word left, right, up, down in my direction. And if I got something to say about it, son, let me tell you something. These same individuals will not have a problem putting me right where God started me from the beginning. I guarantee it, and don't you play. And this young man decided he was going to hold what I just said, a Black Lives Matter sign on the corner of this non-discriminate no place in America. And let me tell you something, folks. Wasn't a matter of time for Bubba showed his ugly racist head. Let me tell you something. There were dudes passing this young man, and I mean, he was a white guy. Held the sign, said Black Lives Matter. Said, boy, don't you be here at night with that sign. Kept going. Another one, you better be out this town by dark. I know that. And let me tell you something. He listened, and just as polite, just as cordial, just as non-threatening as he could possibly be. Well-spoken young man. I liked him. I don't know what happened to him. I hope he's okay. But if that sets them off, can you imagine what might happen to you if you decide to walk around with a Black Lives Matter face mask on? Perhaps Whole Foods is onto something. Maybe we should look into this. I mean, here's the thing. Let's just say you say, fuck Whole Foods. I like their groceries, and I'm going. I must wear a mask. And that gummit, my granddaughter done give me a Black Lives Matter face mask, and if I'm not wearing that, I'm not wearing nothing. And you go to Whole Foods, and you have that Black Lives Matter mask on. And somebody takes exception to that sign. Kind of how they took exception to the sign casually hanging from the young man's hands as he stood innocently in a town that threatened his life if he continued to do so. Or the Black Lives Matter sign that drove one man to, assault a truck horribly. He shot at the truck. He stabbed the truck's tires. He spray painted the truck, and he broke out the truck's windows. Man, if that Black Lives Matter sign had been on that truck, I dare say there'd have been some real hell to pay. So yeah, Whole Foods says Black Lives Matter mask bans protected by their First Amendment. I hear that. Let me tell you something. There's no reason to go to Whole Foods. Amazon delivers. There's no reason to go. Let me tell you something, folks. You better get this through your minds right now. The way this shit's going, they're writing it up. Up in Canada, they're wondering what the hell they're going to do with all these fucks losing their minds down here. Wrote about it today. Yes, they did. They're giving odds on whether open warfare breaks out down south. And since it's happened before, And since the same similar cause is making things vigorous down here, and that causes fear. That's all. Just fear. No. You know, racism, white supremacy, I know that's a thing. It's a thing. But really the fueling, the driving force that throws racism into high gear is stark raving terror. Wow. You know, it's from within that our torment originates. It's from within. These folks look at us and make up their own fucking story. It's almost instantaneous. You don't believe so? Look at what happens when one of them reads a goddamn sign. Okay, so Doug Rice, that's me. Whole Foods. Stay away from Whole Foods, I guess, right? I mean, if you got to wear the Black Lives Matter sign on your face, Whole Foods is not the place. I just made that up. Yeah. Next. All right. I coughed on camera. I think, moving truck. I did get some clarity. It was in Fayetteville. Off-duty truck, Cumberland County Deputy Sheriff. In a follow-up. Let's read. Hold on. So, just to do a follow-up. What else did he expect was going to happen? I wonder. Tell me. North Carolina sees protest after off-duty deputy shoots black man who police say, now police are saying it, jumped on a moving truck. Fayetteville police responded to shooting of Jason Walker. What was Jason's fucking malfunction? So, Sunday, after video, showing aftermath, not during, fatally shooting a black man, authorities say jumped onto a moving pickup truck. Well, I'm going to go ahead and reach, and I'm going to go ahead and give my recommendation. And I'm going to say, don't do that, stupid damn. Don't do that. Let's just assume they're all armed. They're all dangerous. And they all won't hesitate to kill you. Let's operate from that assumption, shall we? And take the precautions necessary to preserve our lives, our very existence. Certainly, there were people that loved this man. And there was no reason for him to take the risk in acting out as such, resulting in his demise. Again, avoidable. I'm not heartless, no. I am practical. You don't think they're serious? You don't think they're... Well, I've not read enough shit. I got plenty of more fucking material. You don't think they're fucking serious? You think they're not playing? You do know they're not fucking around, right? Okay, don't make me lose my voice. All right, next! All right, so here's another interesting nail in the coffin of the irony of our black lives in this penal colony for Negroes. Just for you folks, fresh and juicy, hot off the fucking presses. Here we go. Another one. Family of black man shot by white cops say they weren't told about his plea deal. Well, of course you weren't told about the fucking plea deal. That was in the fucking arrangement. That was part of the damn plea deal that you weren't to be told. Wake the fuck up. You mad? Are you in your feelings about the practical, the most predictable, the expected? What the fuck are you in your feelings? Why do you even should be news? You should have expected a plea deal was going to be less than the one you fucking got. How about that? You mad? You mad? Why the fuck you smiling then? You understand? Wow, you weren't told about his plea deal. Go figure. Fuck you think is going on here? Oh, I'm sorry. You think they're looking out for your interests in this whole ordeal. My God, what's wrong with you? Motherfucker. Come on! How much history do you need? No? Okay. We'll read it. Let's do it. I'll read it. Nail in the coffin as it is. The mother of Daniel Hambrick, who was shot and killed by a Nashville, Tennessee police officer in 2018, repeated her objections Monday at a hearing for former officer Andrew Delke that the plea deal Delke received reducing his sentence was made without the consultation with the family. Now, here's the reason I've slipped into an angry Walter Cronkite. I kind of do an angry Walter Cronkite, I know, but listen. I'm thinking about the family of a police officer shot in the line of duty, slain, cut down in his prime during his duty, during the doing of his duty. I can't find the word. And black dude happens to be the culprit, the person who took the life. Black guy. Right? Tell me, in what fucking universe does this family not get consulted about the plea deal that's about to get made? Let me tell you something. I would be terrified not to consult the family of the slain officer killed by the black dude about to get the plea deal. I would lose sleep thinking about not telling the family. So why is it okay for them to slip one past the family of a Hebrew whose life was taken? Obviously, in error, or a plea deal would not be a fucking factor. So, if you can understand the caucasity interwoven into the system we are subject to, victims of, it's beyond comprehension why any of us would ever dare wear a grin on our goddamn faces in this country, knowing what we know occurs every day and twice on Sunday to us, about us, at us, involving us. And, you can't talk enough about it. You can't point it out enough. You cannot bring it up enough. I can't, if I could do it 24/7, it wouldn't be enough. Because they keep it coming at us 24/7. Just over and over. And the repetitive nature of their conduct, the consistency with which they administer their brutality and unequal justice, it is beyond compare. Is it not, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters? Hebrews, come now, please. How long must we look? How long must we stare at the constant recycling of bullshit that they offer us as appeasement for the wrongs done? For God's sake, let me tell you something. I looked at something, I posted it. The boy they took to Wendy's when he shot 9 of us, you know who I'm talking about. Dylan Roof. He's in prison. Came across a video of his life as it is behind bars. Ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about an individual who shows an absolute, just irregardless, devoid of any remorse, this man writes about how unapologetic he is that he killed 9 Negroes. Let me tell you, and sorry for himself that he was forced to do so and made to pay the price. Now, he's set to be executed, but isn't it a coincidence that all things seem to stall this inevitable and much-deserved fate? I say that the relentless unforgivingness that he has is, just an abhorrent display of a reflection of them, a reflection of their hatred toward us that runs deep. This man hoped his actions would trigger a race war. I mean, is that what they're actually after? They seem to be running toward conflict. And I keep hearing these echoes of a race war that they want. That's why I tell you, don't pick up arms. They may mistake you defending them for them having a threat to deal with. There's any number of things that might develop. I don't know. They shoot us, they kill us, they get light sentences, and we're not informed. Fuck. Wow! Why didn't she just bring her face up close to the whole system and let it just smack the taste out of her goddamned mouth, right? Do I want to know what the sentence is, the officer proceed? No, because I got to finish the show and I need to save my fucking voice. I hope I put it in the chat. Here's the deal. Some of you may know my alter ego, my doppelganger. Some of you know who that is. The incognito, right? You know I'm being tame right now. Some of you have had the, misfortune of listening to that unfiltered version of me. So you can imagine what is on my goddamned mind right now. Let's get to the next one. My name's Doug Rice. Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. You tuned in. I'm going to keep it going. Thank every one of you. 6:40. It's going to be a long show. I'm a little bit late. I was late this morning. I'm going to make it up for it. Talk through the gravel. You hear it. Got the coffee. Mind right. Eyes focused. Clear head. Let's do it. Next! All right, so what do we got? Oh. Black in America. Isn't it wonderful? I'd almost sell tickets if it wasn't so glorious being a Negro in America. I mean, oh, y'all are going to love this one. Here it comes. Okay. First, going to go ahead and, look. If they give me this material, folks, there's just no stopping. How's everybody doing? Thank you, Candy Girl. Good cousins, how you doing? F. I always want to say your name, the F first. SFC Killer. Explain it. What does it mean? Find that out for me, Tina. Tina is the moderator. Tina Ray, welcome. Everyone, Tina Ray. Antoine Anderson, a silver member. Thank you again so much. 840 in Florida. Just hold on, Candy. It's going to get better. Watch this. White dad faces felony hate crime charge after racist altercation with daughter, black student on video. And here's what he said. William Cunningham, was caught on camera saying to the student, "If I see you, I'll kill you, N-word." To which my reply would have been, well, of course you will, sir. Naturally, I understand the rules. I mean, that doesn't mean I'm going to stop dating your daughter, but I understand. No big deal. If I see you, I'm going to run from you. I know, right? You okay, sir? You're turning mighty red over there. Is your dad okay? No? I mean, I don't. No, I just needed you to understand. It's a new day here in Negro land. I watch Doug Rice. So when you tell me, if you see me, you're going to kill me, you use the expletive, it tells me you didn't get the memo about us decommissioning the N-word. So I already know you're just a little bit out of step. Everybody looked at that video from this morning, right? So when you tell me, if I see you, I'll kill you, N-word, I understand. I'll make sure that you don't. Isn't that wonderful? And you know what, sir? I'm gonna go ahead and thank you, Mr. Cunningham, in advance for the warning, because so many of you don't give us warnings. You are a true gentleman, and I appreciate that. Again, understood. Shall I have a running start with your daughter? I did not mean to do that. It just drifted in there. What do you think he would have said? What do you think he would have said if he said, if you see me, cool, I'm going to give me a running start with your daughter here. Mind me if I do. I think the father's head would have just popped. And then he would have regretted that he turned the camera off before he caught that to put that on social media. It all just works out that way. I'm not even going to read the article. Damn, you just going to kill me? You all right, sir? You need a hug? And when I see you, I'm going to hug you. Ooh. Pop! You all right, sir? Are you mad, sir? You sound mad, sir. That seemed a bit threatening to me, sir. I'm not sure. What do you mean by that exactly? You're not like being literal, like you're gonna I'm gonna kill you when I see you. That's what you meant, right? Because police are coming, and you're facing felony hate crime charges now. So you'll see me in about 5-10 years, and by that time, me and your daughter will have kids and grandkids, and it'll be all fucking passe at that time. You'll be good, right? Cool down in the joint for a few years, you'll be fine. Oh! That hurt. That did hurt. I'm not even going to read it because now I made up the story. I think it's better my way. Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. I'm Doug Rice, where I pick apart the news and just serve it to you and go, damn, I'm going to kill you, right? I think we just start laughing at them, just their hatred. Is you okay? You know what? Listen, I'll go get your water. You go get your medication. Pow. I mean, I invite them to mind their business on the regular. In person, you have no idea. Ask somebody. Listen, I'm at QT, I'm filling up, I'm driving, I'm doing some shit. I'm dressed the way I dress. Nice sometimes, right? White guy sees me, I'm trying to get coffee. He looks at me like I'm Sammy fucking Davis Jr. raised from the goddamn dead. Black man in a suit and tie, oh God, and the fedora too. You look sharp. I literally looked at him and invited him with a look of disdain to not only mind his damn business, but shut his damn mouth. He caught on to that. As they tend to do when I deliver it. And he immediately got in his feelings. He went from cordial to threatening in QT. Now, instead of me doing what I would normally do, invite him to meet left and right, I was dressed okay. And, the wife does laundry enough. I don't need to put her through that. So instead, I looked at him as he got angry and said, "What are you going to do, sir? Are you now angry? A moment ago, you were happy to see me. Now I've told you to mind your business, and you seem somewhat upset. Are you intent on going to your car, getting a high-powered rifle, and killing us all?" He looked dazed and confused, and with that, I took my exit, leaving the coffee I was about to pay for on the counter. These are the things I invite you to do. Well, don't do that, but, do something. All right, so, like, subscribe, share. Jesus. Hit the notification button. If you like this effort, please feel free to support the Doug Rice Show with the links provided in chat and in the description by my moderator, Tina Ray. Is that okay? All right! Now that I'm done getting handled, All right, so here's a new one. I like this one. This was interesting. It hit me. I don't know. It did something, Thank you, Dealey. So, I'm not reading right now. So, this one was interesting. And it's like, it's a momentum. It's a building momentum, this movement. No surprise here, and that's why they said it's building. No surprise here. The most recent wave of book bans includes more black authors than ever. The war on critical race theory includes a new crop of black authors being mislabeled as such. And that mislabeling, it's not mislabeling. You're a black author. You're not mislabeling you. You're a black author that had the temerity to write a fucking book. How dare you? Don't write a fucking book. We'll be burning those books later. Kristallnacht. The reference is Nazis Germany near its inception. They took all the authors, the Jewish authors' books, piled them up, and burned them. It was an awesomely terrifying sight of what human beings, or those who pass off as human beings, will do when riled up and given permission to do so. Much like the folks who exist now, who were given permission to invade the Capitol and smear shit on the walls. So, book burning can almost be akin to shit smearing. I see the connection. That's all that counts. Alright, so they just want to erase blackness. Listen, it sounds to me like they're working their way backwards, and they're not going to stop till they get to physically erasing me. Now, I wonder what the Most High is going to have to say about that. We shall see. Good evening. All right, so we got here some other stuff. Yeah, I got some good material. Some repeats too, I noticed. Sorry about that. If they listen, look. You want to know something? NFL black coaches. What are you doing? What? Firing of Brian Flores shows the uphill climb black coaches still face. What uphill climb that they're facing? What? There's a climb? Who's climbing? Where are you going? You're climbing to get where? I've seen the destination. It's not a good one for Negroes. It just erases us. When we strive to do the things that they do and intermingle with the things that they do, we lose who we are and become something else. Total antithesis to what is intended for us as a set apart group of individuals, as Hebrews. And so when I read things about us being cast out of their system, I secretly go, good. You don't need to be there in the first fucking place. Guess what? They didn't want your black ass there anyway. Now you mad because they fired you? Bye! I'd much rather you have the attitude of, see you. Thanks for the Skrilla. Fuck's you doing? See, it is such that we are in a place here that when we crawl up from what they consider our station, it's an oddity. And they label it with nuanced themes like first black, yada, fucking yada. I reject that shit. It folds into the narrative they're trying to create. I mean, I'm much more interested in the last black that does something. Try to figure that out. All right. Hey, you wanted it. You got it. All right. Wow. Just when I thought there was going to be a lull in the action. Here we go. Something has presented itself. I damn near forget the shit I pick out to present to you. And if you understand the strategy here, the maintaining of a serious countenance as you walk about this penal colony for Negroes with freedom of movement only. Don't mistake your unmolested movement from here to there as freedom, motherfuckers. You want to know how free you are? Let's take a look, shall we? First, let me give you that. Then, after the fifth trial, count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After the fifth trial, white Oklahoma ex-cop sentenced to 25 years after stalking, gunning down daughters. What? Black boyfriend. Still grinning. You find something funny? Is there something humorous? Did I miss it? Did the rest of the room miss it? Is there a fucking joke that anyone would like to share with the rest of the fucking class? I mean, it took 5 trials to determine that an ex-cop who stalked and then gunned down his daughter's black boyfriend. It took 5 times to get this shit right. Where did you try him? In Switzerland? That should tell you where we are, what is happening, what's going on. Because look, 5th time being a try is unfucking acceptable. No. 3rd time's a charm, not 5th. 5th's too long. Whoa, way too long. No, that's appealable. Let me explain something. On the face of it, it took them 5 times to convict this man. If I were a lawyer half worth a dirt, I would use that fact in itself to appeal. My God, it took 5 times to convict him. You have to reconsider. It's like a baked-in opportunity for him to escape justice. And as an ex-cop, I'll give his odds 60%. Anybody else? 60, 65, 60, 65. Wow. And you have to ask yourself, the amount of imagery involved in the motivation needed to stalk and gun down your daughter's boyfriend because he's black. You understand that the imagery precipitated that movement, that action, the imagery playing over and over in the tormented father's weak, feckless, fucked up mind drove him to the point of insanity. Because the image that he had laying eyes on that boy with his daughter was more than he could bear, and unless he killed the boy, he'd have to kill himself. The madness that must be being white. My God, what a thing to carry about. To drive you to the point of murder because of imagery. There's nothing else. He stalked him. So the father is brooding in his mind, walking about amongst us, and otherwise interaction with any of us, cordial, polite, good morning, how you doing? Maybe an angry scowl, maybe a little rough mug, you don't know why you resemble that boy. Otherwise, he goes about his day, because stalking takes blending in. You're going to pass black people, how you doing? What's up? Right? So while he walked about with a face of cordiality, amongst us tracking his prey. The deceptive nature of that in itself should get that goddamn grin off your fucking faces. Do you understand? If I needed to, I'd bring up imagery, video of this man stalking this boy, passing people of color, paying them no mind, giving no threat, betraying nothing of his animus, his hatred, his vitriol toward us. The deception is real. It blinds even them. And any of us that walk about this country thinking we are safe is on a fool's errand. Wake the fuck up! I saw my water move. Oh, okay. So, that's ominous. That's scary. When you paint the picture and understand he's walking around, hey, what up? What up, what up, what up? Chilling, right? You all right, sir? Yeah, I'm fine. Can I help you with anything? No. I appreciate it. All the while, murder on his mind. I can imagine the thoughts that ran through his head as he interacted with male black people, stalking a male black that he intended to murder. And they say we're dangerous, right? We're the threat, right? I mean, okay. So, Doug Rice! It just drives me insane. They would rather we not pay attention to activity like this. They would rather I not talk to you about a guy walking around looking normal, decides he's going to take his time. You want to run up in my daughter, let me tell you what I'm going to do to you. Yeah, I said it, motherfuckers. Because that's what he said. He couldn't fucking take it. That's horrible that he would have to live that way. Who taught him to live that way? It's passed down generationally. We are suffering with the sons and daughters of the South. If Marjorie Taylor Greene ain't a descendant of the South, I don't know what the fuck is. 7:01, I've given you an hour, but I might give you a little more. All right, so there's that. Yeah, so I got some repeats, that's okay. Whole Foods, got that. Looks like I am nearly done. So, Candace Owens, the lovely. Candace confused as Caucasus Owens, who means well. I'm going to have to say that. I'm not going to, she's a sister, she's a Hebrew. As much as I disdain her point of view and all she may or may not stand for, who knows what's real. She a Hebrew, and, truth be told, when her eyes are open, she too will profess that God is God. And that veil, that scale that is blinding her, once removed, will certainly elicit the response we are all so desperately waiting for, But in the meantime, in between time, she has offered what I see to be a very interesting bit of publication. I think everyone should take advantage, and so I share it in chat with you, the public. Take a look. PDF Blackout. Blackout. That's the name of her PDF. That's actually, it's a description of her being. There is no black in her. So she started it off with blackout, which means she's devoid of blackness. How Black America can make its second escape from the Democratic plantation. It's a PDF. She's here's the thing about this woman, this sister, this Hebrew. Here's the thing about her. She's focused. She takes all the gifts given to her by God Almighty and applies it in naturally the wrong direction for the wrong purposes with the wrong people. But look at how when focused, talented Hebrews get a hold of something similar to Stacey Abrams, similar to Reverend, the excellence that emanates from blackness. It's very, very obvious. You know what I mean. And so I see the attempt at her trying to reach us, as a fool's errand. I mean, she's on the wrong side of history. Trust and believe she will find that out the hard way if necessary. The kingdom approaches. She doesn't believe that. She's, that type of stuff is just something she does on Sunday. Something my grandmama talked about. I've told you, Negroes like this, we'll deal accordingly. I have high hopes for this one. I think she'll make it. Maybe not. Okay. So, there you have it, folks. The Doug Wright Show in all its splendor. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry about the late start. Hey, what do you want from me, all right? I'd like to reintroduce Tina Ray, the rather well taken care of moderator. I don't pay her nothing. I gotta make something before I pay her something. But she is so wonderful. Thank you so much, Tina Ray, for your professionalism and for all that you bring. She was the first dedicated, recognized supporter of this show. First one to give me support. And when it came time to choose a moderator, I could think of no one better than her. She follows me on TikTok, Facebook, everywhere. She'll give you all of my links. She'll moderate. She'll do. Me! I will deliver quality. That's right. Somebody's got to point out. Listen, I'm not going to do pretense. That's what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to fucking pretend. I'm not going to say anything I don't mean. And I'm not going to sugarcoat shit. I'm not preaching. I don't need a fucking following except on the social media because I intend to be a social media influencer. But as far as slipping into that whole religiosity, that reverend shit, no. That ain't for me. And I only mean from the standpoint of caucasity. Their representation of what we should do religiously is what I avoid. There are men who have what we need in spiritual nourishment, in referencing scriptural passages on every point. Those men I talk about. I only got two that I push. Dante Fortson and Brother Yacoba from TL Ministries. That's it. I had to settle on somebody. You settle on who the fuck you need to settle on. All I'm telling you to do is recess from this game. This playing field is not even. It is not for us to be standing with our oppressor any longer. Now, I can say that with all due experience. I've stood with him. No more. They need to fight this on their own, and they're going to fight. Ha! I feel good. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me shout out to everybody. Make sure I don't miss anybody, because it's the last thing I want to do. All right, so let's maximize. All right, let's see what we got. All right, folks. Thank you, Tina. Good cousin. Thank you for that. And you guys, Shay, how you doing? Alexander, never mind. What's up? Thank you for catching me. Warren Henderson, Tina reminded me to send the PDFs to our silver supporter. And I do thank you again, silver supporter, Antoine Anderson. Thank you so much. Island Encounters, how you doing? Courtney Adams. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. And that weapon should only be for offense, not to join in. Keep them off you, that's all. All right. I hope you guys enjoy the evening. Please support this effort. Thank you when you do. Like, share, subscribe. Now get the hell out of here. I got shit I gotta do. Wait. I wanted to just share something. You know, it's Monday. It's Monday. Right? It's Monday. It's Monday. Right? It's Monday. It's beginning of the week. Toward the beginning of the year. You know, and we look at the news. I report the news. I do everything I can to give it to you straight. No cut. Nothing. But there is a reason. There is an objective. There's a method to my madness. I want you protected. I want you looked out for. And since I cannot be there to protect you myself, I've devised a strategy, nay, way of presenting yourself as you walk about, exposed. It's my belief that if you give a semblance of seriousness as you walk in plain view of everyone who can freely gaze upon your countenance and take your energy, don't let that happen. Don't let it happen. Too much is at stake. Too much is involved. And remember, you must get safely and unmolested from point A to point B. I have a suggestion. Before you decide to leave the safety of your home, for you and your children and your wife, your family, take a moment. Turn to each of them. Express the dangers, just the cautionary tale of caucasity that awaits them all. Look each in the eye. And as a deterrent for any unwanted interaction that you may not control, it's my suggestion that you look into their faces and in all earnest and sincerity invite each and every one of them to get that goddamn grin off their faces. Good day. And thank you again. I'm Doug Rice. No!